Excited. This will be
Yeah.
fun.
All right, everyone watching. Welcome to this EST Monday cast by myself, Mikkel, and I'm of course joined by Badger as well as Autoattacks. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing swell right now. I'm feeling great. I'm excited.
Yeah, and we're already into this draft, so some interesting picks.
This is so nice because it's like this huge contrast, right? Of talking with Snow and I'm talking with you guys. It's just this huge contrast of intellectualism, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on the kind of the kind of content you want to make. Like you want some more comedic stuff. Like here, we're actually a bit serious. Obviously, we're probably gonna provide some banter and some flames, but such is life.
You need a good balance of the two.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the analytical is a little bit boring. You get that with the Baron though. That's where it's at.
All right. The question is can anyone slay the legendary Riles Dota 2? Leaderboard player, by the way.
He's off the leaderboard,
every
right?
Single RD2 all game. So
he's off the leaderboard. Right? He's just immortal. No number.
Yeah, he's just immortal.
Yeah.
Doesn't have enough games played.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you know anything about this Dire team? Because obviously we know about Riles and Selfer. Those are the people I know about in this game. So.
All right. I want to say Crucial Taunt is like Ancient 5. I almost picked him in mini once, and usually I'm picking like Ancient 5 players, so he's around that skill level.
Yeah, I believe their best player is Phantasmal, but not too sure. I know the captain is the Cruncher.
Yep, that much I do know as well. So very cool.
I know Scoozer. He's like a resident lower MMR player, I believe. So
I mean, he first picked Riles, right? He's probably first overall.
Second picked Riles. Someone turned down the Riles first pick.
Okay.
Yeah, Turbo. I think it was Turbo.
Yeah, he fucked up. He made a terrible mistake not doing that.
Maybe he knew the other player and it was someone he wanted to play with.
I think it's like there's a certain degree though. You see a player that highly skilled. Like I've had a team with Riles. Wasn't the greatest experience, but if I had a chance to pick Riles, I would do 100% because you can't turn down a player of that caliber. There's no way to do that.
Well, that's where maybe you're in the wrong mindset.
Internal issues, then, I mean, you have to do what you have to do, right?
I would not pick a player that I wouldn't think would be a positive impact on my team. I wouldn't pick them at all. Like I just pick someone else.
Didn't you pick Darber last season though?
Yeah, and as I mentioned, if you read my season review, I had only had positive experiences with him before. And it's also mentioned that I would not have picked him if I knew that he would be like that.
I'm sorry. That's probably a sore point.
Banned out just before Tiny after I pick him.
It was perfect.
And so we're pretty far into the draft here. We got the first pick Venge into the response of Undying Skywrath, followed by the Drow. As you can see from the first three bans from Top Hats and Monocles that they were anticipating picking this Drow. They really wanted it. They've got Pugna, who prevents you from CSing the lane, and she's just hard to deal with because of her Q. You can't hit her with Untouchable. Windrunner, another hero who just isn't able to be affected by these right clicks that the Drow is going to be putting out in the laning phase.
I like this dual like chaos here. I like they create chaos in this fight. There's Undying and this Pangolier. They sort of synergize in the sense that like you want to focus the Tombstone, but then there's this Pango rolling around, so you can't really focus, and you sort of start running around like crazy in the fight. You don't really know what to do. I really like that kind of synergy that they provide.
Skyrath's definitely a great hero at capitalizing on that chaos too, because he can simply unload his mana pool during the entirety of the fight if people are focusing on Tombstone or focusing on Pangolier instead of on a Skyrath mage in the backlines. That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, it gives him the opportunity to get in without just getting bursted down, since that hero's so squishy, and then he casts everything, and then once he has, it's not too important if he stays alive in the fight afterwards, but if he does, he can obviously keep throwing out those arcane bolts.
And Tiny. That hero is usually not too good versus Drow lineups, I feel, unless he has a really good start. He really can't play from behind with it. But it's more early game, sort of.
And there's There's
the
Riles
Huskar.
playing Huskar with Drow Aura. That's a classic. I'm
That's
familiar
that's also impossible lane for Tiny.
with.
Alright, this is
They have
hard.
the Pango as well. So this Tiny is like they have to put him like into the matchup with Huskar, or they have to put him safe lane. They have to draft a carry that can actually lane against Huskar. So it's really awkward right now.
This is do they have Arcor in play? I would 100% pick Arcor.
Is that good against Huskar? Because like, can he just jump on you, and then that'll purge off the Q on himself, even if he
Yeah,
has
I mean
it,
the
and
Q
also
isn't too good
he's
versus
inside the
Huskar
bubble?
anyway, but it's really good versus these route lineups. They just want to hit the towers, right? You force them to get really close to hit, and the lane's pretty okay too. He can't really do his thing. You just hit him a lot. 'Cause you have really long range in Arcor, and you can get an early point in the bubble too, so he can't kill you on level 6.
10 seconds.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think it's really for the mid game that is good, and the laning isn't too bad. So that's why I think it's very good, especially since it's only these ranged heroes. So you don't want to use swap and stuff just for a clone creating bubbles, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking the Huskar jumps on you and then he just like murders you and you have no counterplay because you're so slow.
Yeah, I
with,
mean
like, just your itemization. I guess you could build like a pike and then just
you
if
can
you're
do the
standing in
blade
front
mirror
of the
build
bubble.
too. You can do the blade mirror build, I think.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
curve
true.
a
That's true.
system. But yeah, not everyone plays Arcor, so it's quite possible that we do not see that hero.
See the Enigma band come out.
At least it means,
Give them a-
Radiant probably won't have a ranged offlaner, right? Because Ench's banned, Enigma's banned, Weaver's banned, Mirana's banned. Necro's banned. What ranged offlaners are left?
The tiny safe lane probably deals pretty well with Enigma though.
Yeah,
I'm a bit
that makes me
surprised.
think that they're not even going to bother with it. I mean, even the Pango is pretty good because I think the Q eventually one-shots the Eidolons because it's physical damage.
I mean, probably at like level 3, if you use both like your W and your Q, you probably kill them. Because they don't have much HP.
Mm.
Sniper, man, okay. I mean, it makes sense, right? They don't want someone just standing far away stopping their pushes. It's sort of the same idea with like the Arc Warden.
Yeah, they don't have like an initiator really right now. They force fights by hitting buildings and being like, you can't effectively trade map pressure against them, so you have to commit to the fights.
You
I
could.
like that a lot.
Ooh,
Centaur
this
comes out. The
Centaur.
token melee hero going with the Drow lineup.
Gives him a pipe carrier too. I could see just an early pipe here.
Even the Crimson Guard isn't too bad because it'll stop all the damage coming out from the Tombstone and from the Pango
that's true.
too.
That's true. I mean, they probably want to end by the time he has either Crimson or Pipe, so we'll probably have to choose one of them.
I don't think they're too worried about late game right now. We obviously aren't seeing the carry hero coming out.
Oh yeah, that's true. I would be worried about the mid game phase though, because I like the team fight from Dire right now, and they have a lot of pickup potential too.
Their pickoff is like, I don't think they can pick off the Huskar or the Centaur. Plagues. Okay, so this hero's pretty good here.
I understand the reasoning why. Like obviously you can't be hit at all, and he really does well in lane versus the Huskar. It's almost impossible matchup for Huskar actually. You just keep hitting him. I wonder if they're gonna put a hero with him to help him, like early. Put the Bane there or something.
Maybe they might sideline the Huskar as well and just try and do some laning stage shenanigans.
They're mid laning the Drow though. I'm not sure if I like that matchup.
They don't have any hero that's good versus Clinks in lane. He wins any matchup, so it's a really good pick. I did decide to spend the sniper. Makes sense.
You'd probably be fine putting the Centaur against it 1v1. Like it's really aggravating to play against, but Centaur's like gonna get some farm and not die.
That's true.
But that means that you'd have the Huskar in a dual lane on the sideline, which may not be what they want to do. And also, the Huskar wouldn't be getting that huge level advantage you get from being middle. So.
Oh, one thing that they're gonna have here that it's got to be pretty strong is the Heart Piercer with the Clink's physical damage on the Huskar.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to watch out for that. I think it's called Heart Piercer, right?
Yeah, the Crimson Guard from Centaur is like even more valuable now, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh, Zelfara has a level 13 Drow Ranger.
Fellow drow spammer.
It's disgusting. One of the things that I like about starting games like this, I always wonder, should I be introducing the teams or not? Usually I like to check out my co-casters before I do this. I'm just not going to. We can just look at the scoreboard.
I mean, we
There's names on that.
talked about some of the players already. I'm sure people are aware of who's who in this game. Uther probably, by the way, signed up for Europe, but I DM'd him and he said no, I do not want to play Europe.
He was that guy. The guy that accidentally signed up for 2 different divisions and ended up in Monday. Good times.
There are several U.S. players who signed up for Europe as well. It's a bit unfortunate. You know, reading, it's not the easiest thing to do, so I understand. You know, CET, it could be Central American time or something. I'm not sure.
It's one of those things like, I'm like, oh, Americans, we can understand reading comprehension and acronyms and stuff, but then you see like half dozen Americans sign up for the European division, and I'm like, oh no.
I'm sure there's some Euros who signed up for NA who didn't intend to as well. So, looks like 2 for 2 with the runes here. Selfer's not going to contest this.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, you always invade the other ones.
I'm not sure what. I guess Skyrath is just going to play middle for the first level as well.
And they're doing what I said. I think the Bane's going to start mid and just harass and make sure Riles can get something early.
It's actually going to be a dual lane middle against dual lane.
Yeah, hey, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Bane has to be here, and I think they assumed that the Bane would go there because otherwise the lane is so hard.
I don't think it's that bad because like
it's good.
Yeah,
the cooldown on the
very
strafe
standard.
is really long at the early levels. So.
Yeah. But it's just this clicking. It's like what can you do, right?
Yeah, it's got a lot longer range.
Yeah.
And Dire has the lane ward and Radiant does not, so that'll give him another advantage. But Riles is 4 for 1 CS and Clinks is 2 for 0. He's copped a lot of damage.
He's been focusing on just right-clicking hero. He's sending out 2 salves actually, Riles.
He is definitely a regen bar. He buys lots of regen in the lane. That's
And the
one
level
of the notable
2
characteristics
heal.
of Pets.
But this is gonna make the laning really bad for Tiny up top.
Also, Drow is in a 1v2 situation.
I mean, that's Drow though.
So-
She's like, I'm gonna get 6, I'm gonna hit jungle creeps, I'm gonna be back. But this means Pango will have a really good start. Which can be scary.
Well, and you look at the situation in the lane right now. The lane is pushing out against Drow, so like he's gonna have to pull the side lane camp into the lane here
Oh,
in order to get anything.
You really wanted to cancel that song?
Selfridge being zoned hard right now. Like, before, the lane was in a pretty good spot closer to the Radiant Tier 1 tower. It was fine. But now the tower is very close to the Dire Tier 1 tower. Selfridge doing nothing anymore.
Yeah, and they've rotated the Bane back down. And this is what I was talking about. He kind of wanted to pull this wave from the hard camp right here. But not able to get it off with the Undying.
Cancelled
running out.
another salve mid. Oh, I would have strafed that. Yeah, Riles is having some issues here. And I would have liked to see over a gauntlet, I would have liked to see a casual ring of protection. This provides value as the Clinks.
That's not bad. He wants to get the soul ring up so that he can just spam inner vitality off cooldown.
I think when you have 3 points, it's like you can use it all the time. You have it up, yeah. They did go for the 1-1-1. Usually you see 1-3-1. I'm interested to see if he puts maybe a second point in vitality early.
The party is definitely suffering though on this Tiny. I mean, he's the lowest CS of any core right now. Only level 3.5.
DD Bane bottom. He's not using Decay.
That's a 2-man decay though.
I guess it was good that he held it.
He's got a lot of HP right now.
Oh,
Plus the
he
heal
leveled
himself.
3.
No. He put the tombstone down and it's just gonna get farmed by the Drow.
Oh, that's a lot of gold for it. Will he go for
He
it?
can still has brain stepping too.
Oh.
He should be fine as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Only level 3. Selfer?
They're looking for him.
They should see him with the range group.
Yeah.
He's ready to re-engage though.
He's gonna go
Another
for
good
it.
decay.
He's going for it. Yeah, nice
I'll
play.
go get it.
Yeah, good play.
First blood.
Zelfer sad.
Oh, is he gonna die? Mid? One more hit. Oh, he stopped. He almost died because of that. I was so close.
Ooh. He
He-
has 2 salves, so he'll be able to heal up.
He should have died. Riles didn't think he'd stop. He randomly stopped. Or Riles just like, what? Didn't hit him. He hit a creep.
That's hard though. It's hard to predict when players are going to play suboptimally with their movements.
Yeah,
Why
of
would
course.
things randomly stop there.
Yeah, of course, of course.
How would you predict
Yeah.
that?
Those are really
So
weird.
Rouse
Always...
didn't go for that extra point in inner vitality. He's got 2 points in the
No,
bonus.
I think you might go it on next level. You definitely want 2 points in Burning Spear because it's really bad when you have 1 point. You take a
Skyrath,
lot of damage
Yeah,
yourself.
it barely out damages considering the health cost.
Ralph should be dead here, right?
Can't
Maybe he's got a
strafe,
Fairy
so
Fire. Lost vision
We
too.
got fogs.
you can get a turn. Do it. Be a
He's trying
man.
to bait him.
He's just gonna heal. He
Gotta
wants
do
to. He
vitality
wants to hit
now.
5, right? I think he's gonna do it. Oh, he's dead.
And he's dead.
Didn't pop the Fairy Fire.
Very interesting chain of
He
events
probably
there.
would have died either way. I think Klink's is just about to attack. Gotta kill bottom. The Bane going down.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle
His top lane is going really badly for Tiny though.
Ooh.
He's lower level than both heroes on the enemy team.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, I think it's okay. It's like he's doing better than the Drow, right?
Yeah,
Not really, actually. He's slightly XP. He's doing worse.
slightly ahead. Yeah. And both of them have creep waves under their tower, so
It's
they get a
easier-
lot of XP.
Easier to get back with the Drow.
Zelfer not farming well under tower right now. He's just 2 assets from under tower. That's 3 assets from
Yeah,
under
he didn't
tower.
prep any of those last hits. The range creeps are very easy. It's just attack once at the very start. when the tower
sometimes
stuck the
I-
first attack in the air.
He was gonna think that he thought the Cruise were gonna hit. I think
130 gold lost there for Zelfer. That's not a good sign.
Riles is gonna win mid, by the way. I think
Oh
the
yeah, he's way ahead on CS right now, considering they dual laned him too.
he didn't get enough mana regen to this lane on the Clinks. He's been out of mana forever, so he hasn't been able to pressure Huskar. So he just runs up and does
Yeah.
this.
He's got that point in skeleton walk too.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Bottom
Really
lane.
bad. He's dead.
Is he?
No, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
I'm trying to know what
Anyway,
that top lane
there's
engagements.
this point on
Yeah.
in skeleton walk on Clinks, and it's
Completely
it's
useless.
doing it. Could have the extra point in strafe and just cast it more often.
But he's never had mana. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Can't use it if I don't have mana. So it was all for this. He can skeleton walk faster back to lane.
Easy.
Perfect. I mean, look at that move speed bonus. 15%.
Right.
That's a lot of move speed.
Alright, he wants to bait Riles into jumping him under tower so he can kill him. He's way too close. If he strafes, he's actually just gonna die. So, oh, he's waiting for
Yeah.
skeleton walk. Gonna do it. Okay, that's fine.
You can't disjoint the life break anyway, so
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not gonna. He's just gonna lose his own HP if he does that, Riles. So.
yeah.
Oh, he used the salve.
Oh, wasted the salve. Yeah.
Hmm?
Missing top.
Meanwhile, Zelfer once again getting zoned from bottom lane.
Pango's gonna hit
He's
6
under
soon.
tower with his
or
creep
relative
wave, He's
soon.
fine.
They should die there. Why isn't he tombing? Place it.
Sure.
Oh,
They TP in the Venge,
they're
though.
gonna kill that.
Tomb's down, but yeah.
That's
They're
real-
focusing the Tomb instead of the Undying. Undying heals himself instead of the Tombs. The Tomb's just dead.
He also
Alright,
he also could have used it on the Venge and she would have just died. Just
Yeah,
there was a
that's-
swashbuckle on the Pango.
That was interesting. This Venge has an interesting skill build as well. Usually you see the maxed out Wave of Terror after the mana cost change to it. And you just like trade really efficiently.
Another
He's got maxed
salve
out
for
Magic
Huskar.
Missile.
But this mid lane's actually a disaster for Dire.
Yeah, it's going way too well for this Huskar.
He has been buying a lot of regions, so they're basically even on net worth. But it should be going the Clinks' way. Is the problem?
Yeah. And Clinks is not level 6 yet, and Huskar is level 7.
Yeah, that's the Skyras spending a lot of time in this lane, and still
Yeah.
they're not winning. So
This is even the Drow doesn't have maxed out Precision Aura or level 6, so the Huskar's got like a lot of room to grow in terms of damage just because of that as well.
Sulfur should get it though. So Wave Under Tower, that will be 6 for him. That's a huge power spike for the Drow Ranger for sure.
I just got this
Tiny,
second
Tiny is
toss
looking
down.
pretty solid top now. He's going for a kill. He's not gonna have the damage though. He did go for the max
Yes.
toss builds.
This is pretty outdated as well.
Alright,
Bottom
pretty
lane.
standard bottom. He got to level 6. This was a roll, easy kill.
Yeah, heal the tombstone up. Try and prevent
Still
the
dead.
CS, but he didn't go for the deny on it.
Waste
so,
the mana.
Yeah.
Lynx ran base.
Yeah,
Never
there's a
gets done.
Skywrath mage soaking up the XP. He's got level 6 too, so he'll TP off to the
He doesn't have
jungle
boots.
here. Uses ult.
Bottom?
Bottom lane stampede being used.
Pango.
They're
Pango's gonna
engaging.
fall. Nice.
Pango gonna go down.
Yeah, there's
They're
level
gonna get
6 on Drow.
dying here as well.
Yeah,
He's
level
trying
6.
to TP away, but they have way too much damage.
Really good kills. Drow's basically back ahead of the
They're gonna
Clinks
go
now.
for this kill too, middle.
Huskers dead. Right. He
Yeah.
gets a kill, but
Turn,
Gets a
kill
turn.
return.
yeah, that's really
Still
bad
actually-
for Husker.
Oh, so
Yeah. The Rise thinks it's worth it. I disagree, but Clinks really needed that XP, so it was important for him.
yeah, you got a lot of XP.
And
out of it. He's gonna
Sky's gonna get 6 with Tome now, so that's cool. You can just go get a kill.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'm just really concerned now for what is Dyer going to do in like 5 minutes when Radiance is running at you? What are
No.
they going to do?
No clarities on Clinks. I think
That was 4 bounty
That's not
runes
doing
for the
great.
Radiant side as well.
oh yeah, that's a big deal. Invis rune on bench. Doing everything mid here. Saw the ward. Probably gonna fly out of sentry for Isles.
I guess both the stun and the swap here should be a kill.
Bottom,
He's
they
pretty
should
far
just
back.
roll.
They had to go for it earlier if they were going to.
They should just roll on the Drow.
Tower is under
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're playing so defensively.
I guess the Venge would TP. They don't know where the Venge is. They might be worried about that. But it's like no
I
reason not
guess,
to
but
die.
this Drow like shouldn't be able to lane in this lane
Yeah.
anymore, but she's getting CS, so it's kind of worrisome.
And she's ahead of the Clink. She's ahead of the Tiny. But Tiny did not max tree at least. We see some people doing that, so he's gonna have a lot of damage. But there's a hood up on the Centaur.
This build is outdated. This used to be what you did when Soul Ring was better, but now you usually max the Avalanche and then you get more damage when you do the Avalanche toss combo.
Yeah, I think when they nerfed the cooldown on toss as well,
Yeah.
it got really annoying. Yeah, it's like before you just use it like off cooldown, just harassing the lane. Oh, they're going
Stampede
bottom.
use, they're going for a kill on bottom lane.
Oh,
Pango is just going to go down to the physical damage. Can't even get the roll off. Tombstone goes down. No stuns available. Not enough damage.
yeah, no mangoes and max stun, so no mana.
The immediate TP top by Venge, but she doesn't have any mana, so
If she had 1 point in stun, she actually would have had the second stun for that kill.
She
Especially,
does have Wave of Terror, I guess. That's not enough for a kill.
yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
level 1 and the Centaur is all magic damage.
especially when you're running a Drow lineup, I think it makes more sense to put points in the other abilities over the stun. But she is basically their disabled for the 6, the Drow or the Bane. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you only need the 1 point in Vengeance Aura. Top lane, roll gonna come out. Centaur is gonna go down.
Kill for Tiny,
Middle
much needed.
lane. Tower's gonna go down. Clinks gets jumped on.
Nice.
He's not using the strafe.
He used it, but it was too late. He
used
needs
it too
to
late.
yeah. He could have lived if he strafe TP'd because it's enough duration, but
tower is under attack. Radiant
It seems like Radiant's going to run away at this game. I mean, right now, the only hero on Dyer's side that's really well farmed is the Dangler. And I'm not sure what Dyer's supposed to do against this Huskar with Armlet. The Drow Ranger is running a Dragonlance. And Sender's going to have Blink too at 500 gold.
it looks like he's trying to get an early Crimson Guard up for the Pango.
Makes a lot of sense this game.
Yeah. Alright, secured the tower. Do it. Oh, the double
They're
silence.
fighting over it. Yeah, the silence. They've got Stampede move speed.
Uh,
Undying's gonna go down as well.
Oh, there's the grip.
Grip.
All 5, yeah. There's another kill.
Need to pressure mid tower right now. Going for
Yeah,
it.
you can see the
Pango's
Clinks
going
going
to
there.
pressure
Pango's
bottom.
going bottom.
Yeah,
So he
yes.
can get his Vanguard on the way.
Definitely the correct play. There's no glyph either, so easy tower.
They actually could have gotten their glyph back by denying their top tier 1.
Very true.
I think they get that tower no matter what, though.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think they're gonna give up bottom too. And just go for the tier 2. This is gonna give a lot of EXP for the Dire team, but they still have no way of starting these fights. Oh, he's actually not rushing the Crimson. He's gonna stick with Vanguard and go for a Maelstrom.
You're undying here on Radiance. They know Dire wants to defend this. Tier 2.
Bench coming back. No man on this Clinks. I do not believe he has bought a single clarity this game.
You bought 2
Yeah,
earlier.
you need to ferry out clarities when you have these 2 items. He also doesn't have a even a casual stick.
Top lane, Husker gets a kill. Tower's gonna fall. They might keep going here. Are they gonna-
Pango's
Pango in the
starting
back.
to roll.
Oh, he missed it. Central ulti is about to be up as well.
There, oh, he missed the bounce back as well.
High ground too, but he's gonna insta die.
Just gonna.
Why, he's going to Echo Saber first! Huge mistake,
Oh.
I feel. Husker does die though.
Yeah, he messed up his armlet toggle, and the zombie killed him.
He had the wands as well if he needed it, but
They can't deal with
They
the
still
tomb
got
though,
it.
so
Yeah, they
they
ran
can't kill
back
him.
into the tombstone after using the stampede to disengage.
They're not gonna get the kill. Oh, he got
too
it!
many- Oh, they got it.
He got it.
It was
A
almost
lot
so
of
many
gold.
uphill misses that they couldn't get it.
That was the last second. Guys, we're going arcane boots. I guess they're mana intense. But this Echo Saber on Tiny, don't feel
Yeah,
it's the way to go.
It's pretty bad. He needs that blink really badly. Bounty runes are going to be traded 2 for 2. Crucial taunt TPing down as soon as you respawn, and no Radiant heroes TP'd down to get them in time. So
Selfer's doing the correct build, I feel. This will allow him to solo kill heroes when they split push too.
I don't like max frost arrows.
Oh yeah, I agree with
The,
that.
sec-
I
the
agree.
second point adds like a lot of value, and sometimes you get it. Meanwhile, there's,
I,
like,
I think
kill
Max Frostbite is really good versus Tiny, specifically. Oh,
he-
the
Oh,
Armlet!
no.
The Armlet!
he just calls the. You have to say cancel there, right? It's
yeah, that was maybe he messed up on his chat wheel.
not the play.
And still no Heart Piercer on Pango. He's gonna get it really soon. He's about to get the level.
Yeah. But yeah, the max silence is like really valuable since it puts it to almost 50% uptime on the silence.
I agree. I do think Max Arrows is really good versus Tiny, but it's like
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It's super value silencing heroes like the Pango and the Clinks and that.
I
If
agree.
you silence the Clinks in time, can't get a strafe off.
I completely
He
agree,
just
sir.
dies. I'm very passionate about my Drow build, being a Drow player.
You're a big fan of that cooldown reduction, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone
if
goes
you
cooldown
take the
reduction.
silence duration and the cooldown reduction, like you actually have perma silence.
Yeah, you
You
have
actually
even
have
more.
more than perma silence.
You almost have perma silence anyway, so.
Yeah, but you have actual perma silence.
Yeah, but 1 second downtime.
I mean, 1 second downtime's alright, but imagine having a 9-second silence on a 6 seconds cooldown. Come on now.
Dying's
Stomp
dead.
comes out,
Probably
and
gonna
the Stampede.
rip the Skywrath.
Bane's
Nightmare,
gonna
just
find the next
nightmare.
kill as well.
Yeah, it's
Are
nightmare.
they gonna get the tiny? No, he gets the
He
TP.
TP'd
out.
bottom. They're gonna take mid tier 2 or Roshan with this. Because they saw he TP'd in that direction too, so.
He's able to walk towards middle, but they're pinging out Roche. So we go down very quickly with the minus armor from Venge.
Oh, you bought late.
Huskar damage.
He hasn't used a medallion yet, has he? He has one, doesn't he?
Nope.
Who's medallion in this game? Someone on the Dire.
Yeah, Clinks.
Yeah, the Clinks has one. Venge should have one.
And
I
again,
kind of assumed Venge had one, to be honest.
Clinks mana pool. Very exciting.
Man, he got that
Yeah,
3.2
he's
regen.
not ferrying out those clarities.
Clinks
Yeah,
talent.
courier?
Very exciting.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't even have any on the courier there. It's
All right,
really
can,
needs to
He's
Okay.
going to fountain for mana, dude. He's going to fountain for it.
Okay,
He doesn't
can
need
we-
clarities. He has-
can we just all right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is his talent choice for Clinks?
magic resistance against Huskar Drow.
And it's not very
I mean,
good.
I guess there's kind of like, you know, if Strafe is active and you're not getting hit, then you need the magic resistance. Because otherwise you'll just die. Bane going for a deep ward is just going to get killed here.
He did not place the wards. Might waste a sentry.
Yeah, he's thinking
Ah,
about
see?
it.
See?
Okay, he puts it down. Courier goes over to scout.
Hmm.
Won't find it. Skyrath very confused now.
He assumed he was warding, and that's correct. He just didn't get the ward down.
Yeah, he didn't click
Oh,
on it.
there's
He
the
had
smoke.
sentries.
There's the smoke
active.
play. They're gonna catch the Huskar. He has the Aegis. Can they kill him twice? Let's find out. He's definitely dead once. Okay, can they? He's super alone. No central ulti. He's dead. He is mega dead.
Yeah, no BKB.
No
either.
crest used.
Oh, swap.
He didn't use the crest.
Still alive. They're starting to die on everybody else. I think they're just all going to be dead here, right? Avalanche comes out. They're attacking low ground to high ground, so they're just getting some misses. Tiny is not going to burn to death.
Another
Kill off the
strafe.
tombstone. Bane
Heart
goes
piercer.
down.
Heart
Huskar
piercer.
is just trying to armlet toggle his way, but he's not going to be able to do it. Drow going to escape with the Shadow Blade. Very good fight for the Dire. They didn't lose anybody.
If Radiant would have won that fight, it was definitely the Clink's fault. He didn't crest the Huskar at all when they were attacking him after the
Yeah.
Aegis. Because they probably would have killed him actually if he got crested, because that puts him at 0 armor. What's
This
his?
seems very awkward for Radiant, having to fight into that high ground there. I mean, they have so many attacks uphill there.
It was a weird movement from Huskar because he saw them over there. How many heroes did they kill the Bane with? Like 2 or 3 showed
I
at
think it was
least.
3. I think it showed 3, yeah.
Yeah, and then he
It was
goes
just like
right
basically
there.
just the Skywrath. But yeah, they
No, I think
pushed out the
they
lane as
showed
well.
some. Yeah, they were showing
Yeah, they
heroes
showed
in that
one
area.
already.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's like heroes showed in
Yeah,
total.
but you also saw the Heart Piercer do work there. Yeah, he's going for the Halberd finally on Huskar. He really needs this versus the Clinks.
Yeah, this is pretty standard itemization. I know Riles really likes this Hurricane Pike item on Huskar.
Yeah, we saw a DNM play it in EST Sunday. He went for the armlet into the Satanic and BKB and just ended the game.
That was a 19-minute game. You went
Yeah.
off that game. Looks like Pango's cutting the wave, though. He's a Maelstrom, so it should be a
But-
wave player.
But definitely versus this.
Pango like kills it with just his spells. He doesn't need the Maelstrom, but he's not going to go for this one.
That's a good part of Swashbuckling Maelstrom. He's
Now they have a
proxy
lot of
there.
troops.
Oh, Tiny can't get there for the fight, so they're just going to end up getting 2 towers, and he's going to cut the wave on Pango.
I mean, they can't clear this wave, so. But they're probably not going to go high ground since no Aegis.
Yeah.
They did finish the pipe on the centaur, going for another halberd next. It is like the best item to buy versus Clinks, right? So
Yeah, it's super valuable. You get the disarm on him, and it'll completely waste his strafe duration.
disarmed ranged hero, that's feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Clink's going for the BKB, which will allow him to not be disarmed if he uses it beforehand. I never got a chance to say anything, but how do you feel about the Solar Crest upgrade in this game? I
It
feel
sort
like,
of it sort of makes sense with all the damage being physical when strafe is down, but it's like, is it really that good? I'd like to see a different item. I'd like.
it's anti-synergy with Heart Piercer too, because Heart Piercer reduces armor to 0. So if you reduce their armor with the Solar Crest, Heart Piercer isn't going to do anything.
This is gonna be the blink reveal for the Tiny.
It
They
can
have,
actually
four-hand
increase it.
smokes.
It's pretty funny. If it's negative, the heart piercer increases it to 0. It's so dumb, but that is the interaction.
If Radiant is paying close attention, they have noticed the Tiny blink now. It'll definitely be in their interest to know that.
Alright, bottom time. Oh, they're just out of range, and he wastes his strafe on it.
Oh no. The range on Glyph is so awkward sometimes. It's so much longer on the tier 3 than it is on the tier 2.
Here comes the Huskar. Still no finished halberd. Yeah, it's actually coming
It's
now.
on the way. It's
Yeah.
on the way.
An item coming for Drow, I think. Oh, it's just TP. Still only 2 points in Skeleton Walk. Also, I like maxing it out. I put. You can put.
I think this is either you put less points in Searing Arrow or you do this build.
I do 3, 3, 4 is what I end up with. I go 3 points in Searing Arrows, then 3 in Strafe, and then I max Skeleton Walk.
I think the build you usually see is like maxed out Strafe, like 2 to 3 points in Searing Arrow, and then you max out Skeleton Walk.
I just really like the. It's the move speed. It's all about the move speed though, because you outspeed the dust too. So like if they're trying to use dust to counter you, you just run away with max Skeleton Walk.
Stampede use. They're looking for Skywrath. They're not going to get him. They're going to spot out the Undying as well, but again, not killed. Kind of a wasted Stampede there.
Right. Tiny's gonna get some creeps top as well. You know, he's almost back into this game. Yeah.
So
This Pangolier is doing such a great job this game of simply cutting a wave over and over again. They have
Really?
no really deal with him there.
it's hard for them to kill him. They like need to have some of these Tinker Wards and get the Bane on him, because Bane's the only way they can stop him from just TPing out with Rolling Thunder.
He's
Yeah.
got the blink from the side shop too, so it'll even be harder to kill him now.
I would like to see the completed Crimson Guard next.
I think he can go for it after the Blink. The Blink will let him
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this
yeah.
split pushing a lot more safely.
And it lets him initiate the fights with the Tiny.
Grip comes out after Skywrath gets that bounty rune, so they'll use a lot of cooldowns.
Alright.
Or
And
just the one.
Oscar did get 1 up top as well. We do see a report sky. Drow now has a BKB. Klink's about to pick up his. They're gonna go for this kill on Oscar.
Yeah.
He's gonna get halberded. He also doesn't have a creep
Leave
either.
his ended.
Oh, he came out of it. There's the halberd. Goes invis.
This is
Oh,
a
he'll go
success.
from Riles.
He's dead. He has dagger.
Silence into the armlet toggle. It's swapped back.
What?
Blink
There-
forward by the Tiny to toss the Drow, but Drow isn't going to go down.
Ah.
BKB pops.
He's gonna
so
just
Drow's
die.
Just gonna be able to
He's
attack the
just dead.
Pango. Yeah, Pango's going to die. Well,
Oh!
can't attack after the leap.
That's pretty funny.
Power
Pango,
engagement.
just a little bit too tanky with the shield crash.
You
damage
know what?
reduction.
Mid lane, interesting. You know, back and forth. Centaur and Undying.
It's just a Centaur just shoving the lane, not caring about the Undying.
That entire situation starts off with Klink's invis accidentally running out, and Horaz doesn't use heal. Then his teammates come in and they save him, and they start dying. But then they don't kill the Pango. It's
And Klinks,
Yeah,
Klinks didn't eat the
Klinks-
catapults. He didn't. He needs
Klink's
to eat the
not using
catapults.
his skeleton walk made it so that it went from a very clean pick into a very awkward
Also,
engagement.
the Klinks being tossed also suboptimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he should have eaten the catapults for damage. So there's a lot of question marks there.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
But I still think Dyer has some answers for Radiant Heroes, so
Got knocked.
I can definitely still win this game. Not gonna
Yeah,
find the Undying yet.
It's starting to get scary though. You can see the map position. All of the creep waves are very far onto the Dire side.
And Roshan is back
it's very
up.
scary when the map is like this. You've got this ward that's not doing anything down here.
Haste.
You need to get Pango.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
so much.
Klinks runs into range of the sentry ward. He gets slowed by Stampede, but they don't have any
They have dust.
detection.
It does to him.
Yeah, he's dusted now. Dodges the magic missile with strafe, but he's disarmed. This tombstone doing a lot of work on the high ground, however. Bane gonna go down. Tons of damage coming out on the Klinks. Is he gonna go down? No. The dust wears out. They're still not able to kill this tombstone. There's zombies
buyback
spawning
from Undying.
everywhere. They put down the sentry for vision. They're finally gonna be able to take
No
it down.
BKB on Drow anymore.
Silence comes out. Yeah, Drow's starting to go down. Has to run from the Klinks.
Pango should be able to grab him.
Yep.
Oscar,
Tiny is
Heart
fighting.
Piercer. There we go.
Yeah, it's about to proc. There it is. 0 armor.
No damage. He can't.
No
He can't
damage coming
dagger.
in.
Yeah.
all right.
He couldn't. He couldn't
could
dagger on
also-
Tiny. Yeah, he had flaming spears on him.
They just had to like, despite the tombstone getting like, how many zombies spawned there? Like 8, 9? That was a crazy
It was
amount
at
of
least
zombies.
it was at least 7 or 8. Yeah, it was a lot of zombies.
They're gonna have a Spirit Vessel when he respawns, but that's a dieback on Undying, so he's dead for a long time.
Is under attack.
And you probably don't want to use the Pango buyback here. You might use it on Skywrath.
Fortified structures can't be breached. I could.
They might think they're just okay with the Clinks and
Yes,
the Tiny.
they have dust, so he can't actually go in. He might die now. Oh, Center doesn't want to go for it. I guess the Clinks respawn.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to get it in range of it in time.
Yeah, the stun hit him, so he can dag it. BKB for Clinks now.
That's very. I mean, if he had that last engagement, that would have been an entirely different engagement. But unfortunately for him, he was $1 short of BKB.
GG. They're just gonna go Roche with that. He has
Full
Satanic.
damage.
Full Satanic.
Yeah, and the Huskar is hitting for well over 300 damage.
Well, that's 400, dude.
400. I can't do math.
418, right?
Yeah. He's not hitting Roche with this.
He wants someone
I
to
think
proc
there's
the
some
Linkers,
Nagari
dude.
about to do it, though.
He wants someone to proc the Linkers, dude. There we go.
They need the sentry down as well.
Ah, that's true. Okay, this is where you start becoming sad on this hero, though, because now he no longer has his Soul Ring. This means he's gonna have one heal and one halberd, because he has no mana regen. This hero does not gain any int whatsoever.
I mean, he'll just die with the Aegis, and then he'll swap his Soul Ring back in. That's fine, and he'll be full mana from dying.
Dyer's top
Very true.
is under attack.
You know what we could have seen? We could have seen the Diffusal on Pango instead of this Maelstrom. That could have been a play.
Dyer's
Yeah.
top shrine.
You farm a lot slower with it, but I mean, you farm.
I mean,
You
you
just kill the creep wave with
have
Shrine,
mana regen talent arcane
swap
boots, right?
up and
Uh,
shit.
The problem is that a good item crystal against the non-Huskar heroes here?
Yeah, it's a lot of damage with Diffusal. Yeah, every Q hit is 50 damage added, right? It's 200 damage.
It's not quite 50.
Oh yeah, it's only
50
50
mana
mana
burn,
burn, but it's like 60% of that, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Illusion.
It is 8.8. All right, so I mean it's 40 damage still per hit. That's plus 160, which is one Maelstrom proc. So.
Yeah.
But it's guaranteed also.
It
It
is.
doesn't affect hero things that don't have mana too. Stampede
I mean,
was
it's-
used for the illusions.
Illusion's down.
Huh? Space.
The illusions are killed. I guess Axosh may have been just looking at the mini map, seeing enemy heroes.
Now, what item do you buy on Tiny here? Oh, he has something. Oh yeah, so the TP is scrolls and wards.
He's buying the. Oh my. That's a disaster right there.
How do I stop this?
Middle barracks have fallen.
Not going for it?
I
Drow!
think the Drow should be hitting there.
Cheese used.
He gets the cheese off because of the swap.
That's
they
a
have
really
Pango
good grip.
caught and grip during the roll. He's just gonna go down. He gets the Crimson Guard off before he dies, however.
He bought back.
Buyback comes
Tiny's
out.
dead.
Riles diving forward, toss back under the tower.
Tiny buyback. Link's
But
still
yeah,
going,
they're
but
starting to fall all
dead.
over the place. Lynx is dead.
still have
Buyback.
Satanic. Still Satanic
This
up.
is the game. He's called.
Yeah, that's Satanic too.
Yeah.
Alright, game one. Game one over. I mean, it didn't
That's
look
pretty
too
convincing.
solid. I don't think so. I don't think it was too convincing, actually.
Yeah, outside of that one engagement at the Dire secret shop sort of area where they fought from the low ground, where did Dire excel in this game?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it was not as convincing as it should have been, because I think they just won that based on how their Dire played mid. The game should have been pretty straightforward and easy, but I think they made the game more difficult than they should have for themselves.
I'd agree with that.
I
I
agree as well.
think the middle lane definitely like that was a winning lane that turned into a losing lane just because of Riles' skill. So
Possibly. Or the lack of skill on the enemy hero.
What is his badge? Ancient
he-
5.
Yeah, he was ancient something.
And just to verify, as an
Fine
Ancient
one.
5 player who's laned the Riles before many times in the Riles in-houses, it's not fun.
As an ancient 5 who has also lain against Riles here, yeah. It's actually
Oh
doable.
yeah, Ancient 5, totally, dude,
as an
totally.
ancient 5 who was leaned against Riles and in houses. That guy always needs a bunch of rotations unless he's got a favorable matchup against me. So easy.
Well, sounds easy to me. All right, but we're gonna take a quick break before we get into the next game. Thanks everyone for watching so far. Alright guys, welcome back for game number 2. Already underway with the draft here. We got the first pick advantage this game. Also, interestingly enough, we saw Techie's ban. So how do you guys feel about this?
I don't know where the Techies ban is coming from, but it's kind of interesting that Guppy Crew banned out the Drow Ranger, and then Top Hats and Monocles kept their first 3 bans that were really targeted against heroes that do well in that lane against Drow.
Hey, Drow had an awful lane anyway. It was that double kill that got
Yeah,
it back.
Drow was in a 1v2 situation. Drow was the off laner of that game.
Yeah. I think it was the second she got 6-2, and they just got kills. And suddenly she's just back in the game.
Well, they started tri-laning bottom as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the Undying lane lost the 2v3 situation because they still had Skywrath Mage middle, and Centaur was still doing well top. So.
And they let them initiate on the Pango when the Pango had the roll as well. It shouldn't happen. Like they should be making dives happen when they have the Tombstone and Pango ulti. Like that's when you need to go.
Yeah, the Drow really can't do anything in that situation if you just use both those abilities. But they didn't use both those abilities aggressively, and then they were just getting killed.
Ooh, and I mean that's a pretty good hero against a Weaver until he has like a Linken's, because it's pretty long animations on Bloodseekers. When you have Linken's, you can like always react on Weaver unless like in the middle of a fight.
It's hard to get in range to get off the Blood Rage before the Rupture so that you can break the Linken's yourself as well.
Yeah, for sure. And
I think you get some kind of setup disable on the Weaver that might work, but it's obviously after Lincoln, it's very hard to do much.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it takes a long time to get Linken's as well. They're pretty expensive items, like 5,000.
You don't really want to go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or also, you want to go for like some Dragonlance Diffusal build or something like that.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Maelstroms, I feel.
Maelstrom is very good when you're pushing out waves.
Yeah.
As well.
It also means your hero has some magic damage as well. You actually deal a decent chunk of magic damage with Shukuchi and Maelstrom. You're not just physical.
For sure.
The Zeus ban, you know the I don't know how old, but the you know the Bloodseeker Zeus combination is pretty old since they changed Blood Rage.
That's exactly. It's been a thing since Blood Rage was changed. Also,
the Thirst.
The way Thirst works, where it activates only at 75%, it just gives Bloodseeker that steroid where you get a little bit of thirst off of everybody, and every point of damage is going to keep increasing it.
That's just scary. I mean, sometimes you don't want to get run out by a Bloodseeker like that. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. One of the other things I've seen with Bloodseeker is Venomancer. I don't know if they're going to go for it here, but Veno just puts on the just like suicide bombs the enemy team with Blood Rage on himself.
I don't think that works if he dies though.
Yeah, it sounds working. Like
I don't think suicide bomb is in the play.
you get the Venomancer and you get the Poison Nova off, and then you like disengage the Veno if you can, and then you put Blood Rage on him.
You know what the strat is? You buy back the Venomancer.
And Blood Rage. And the Bloodseeker has bots. Is sitting in the
No. You have an Axe Weaver. Axe Weaver and Fountain.
Oh, Axe Weaver and Fountain. That would work.
That's the next level right there.
It's a perfect strategy. This is something we should do.
You get an Alchemist in there too, so you can give the eggs to them.
Oh, you can give all of them Axe, dude. It's perfect.
You can give all of them eggs.
Yeah, this is like the best lineup I've heard about in my life.
Is it better than the Lifestealer Aghanim's with Darkseer and Pudge?
Dude, don't ever bring that up around me.
Well,
I have friends who unironically played that every game for 2 months. I'm so sick of that.
Well, why Darkseer when you can do it? You can do Axe. No.
Nyx's move speed is based off of while he's inside the creep is based off his move speed when he infests it.
Yeah.
What they would do is they would go.
So you surge him, he infests it, and then the creep has max move speed all the time, and then you Ion Shell it.
I'm gonna tell you.
Spirit Breaker, man.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the exact lineup you need to have. You need to have Ricky, Phoenix, Lifestealer, and 2 other heroes. These are the heroes you need. So you eat the first other hero, the Lifestealer. You jump into the second. Then Ricky also jumps into that hero, and then Phoenix ultis the
All
hero.
4 of them.
Yeah, and then someone just kills the egg.
And then everybody
Rampage.
dies when the Phoenix egg dies because nobody's protecting
Exactly.
it.
It's perfect. It's beautiful. I don't think everyone dies
You can
though.
die as a team.
I
literally.
don't think everyone dies actually. It's only the 2 people, right? It's only the 2 people who are
Oh
actually
yeah,
egg.
I guess the Ricky doesn't. Well,
It's only the 2 people who got egg that actually die. But you know, you can all be in the egg. You know,
they're all in the egg.
yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so
Seriously,
but
the
we have an
Earthshaker-
actual draft, yeah.
Yeah, Earthshaker picked up Dark Willow Response, and then they pick up the Centaur again for Axosh. Earthshaker, a very popular hero at the tail end of TI, and just generally in this patch because he's got so much lockdown and he's got that team fight initiation.
Also, I believe we've seen 0 player swaps.
Radiant definitely. Sorry, Dire is definitely the same team. Radiant, yeah, it's also the same team. That's also that's correct.
Yep.
That is no player swaps.
We do have an admin in this game here, so
I have to note that down.
I know I am definitely keeping a list.
We should ping Zephyr about this after the game ends. We should ask where's your 6th player.
Oh, dude, some people whine about that in EU, and I'm just like, yeah, we don't have our 3rd pick, so thank you. Like, sure. They're asking where our 6th is, but they don't even know.
I'm rotating my 4th, 5th, and 6th this season because they're all like the same metal.
Ah, that's what I should do with JB. He's basically same as my Archon 5 players.
Ah, there you go. Everyone gets 66% game time that way. So
Very smart, very smart.
This is how JB learned that he's being benched now.
Nah, he's
This is
not.
how
He's
we
not
learn.
listening to the cast.
only if
Don't
he's
worry about
watching.
it. Exactly. But it's okay. I'm pretty sure everyone on the team is on my side. Everyone wants to please me. I'm the shadow captain.
So Axe picked up as the last pick of the 2nd phase here. This gives them pretty good team fight for Guppy Crew if they can land their stuff. Axe, if he gets a good blink call, then you have Rupture follow up and you have the Terrorize follow up as well, and then they'll be running around with the Rupture.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. You have 3 ways to enable the rupture damage. You have call and run, you have terrorize, and you have the swap. Like all of these can deal a lot of damage with the rupture.
I don't know if you want to call and then run away.
But it is funny.
Yeah, it doesn't work against melee heroes or ranged heroes as well. You need them to be melee heroes. Otherwise,
I mean,
I'm not
it
sure you
it
get that much
depends on
distance
the.
in time.
You're right, but it is funny. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I just like to point out the synergy that the Radiant team has here.
So do they get the Alchemist to gift the egg so the Bloodseeker can rupture 2 targets and then they get twice as much synergy?
Dude, the Axe Aghanims, the damage reduction on Battle Hunger, that has to be like so underrated, right?
It's damage reduction, which is additive, so yeah, you'd think so. I haven't seen it ever.
Like what else has damage reduction now? They removed it from Silver Edge. Well, like, what else does it?
Centaur, Wisp, Spectre.
Abaddon.
Yeah.
It's like it's not
Ursa.
that much, right?
Yeah, it's completely broken is why there's not that much.
But
Does it still apply hunger to everybody when you get a successful
yes,
dunk?
yes.
That's pretty good actually.
So
Yeah.
we actually have 2 Ags
Except
in
you
this
need to
game.
build the Aghanims
Because
on
damage
Axe, and
reduction.
you want to build like
No,
Blade
no. That's
Mail,
why you pick the
Vandal.
Alchemist. You called it the Alchemist.
That's true. That's true.
So they've banned out some Riles heroes here, some like heavy split push heroes, the Storm and Ember. That's like just hard to kill. They don't have the like fastest disable, so if you're just fast with your fingers, sure, it's not too easy to catch them.
Yeah, and both those heroes are also not going to be affected by the rupture damage. Top hats and monocles banned with the Necro, which is it's bad in the mid game against Centaur, but it's really good in the laning phase against Centaur. So
Yeah, he can definitely have issues with heroes just running at him in the mid game.
they're just worried about the Centaur having a good lane though, Because like their lane right now is like either they put the silencer with it or they put the shaker with it.
Yeah.
And if they put shaker with it, then it's double melee strength hero against Necro.
They have no reserve time left.
Now they're down to 1 second, and they make their
Oh,
pick. It's gonna be
the
sniper.
classic, the RD12 sniper. We've seen this before.
Do you really want to pick sniper into Weaver, Centaur though, and Earthshaker?
I
No,
don't think so.
no,
It's not like they lack ways to get on top of you.
no. Maybe they just have a sniper picker, and it's just sniper time.
I don't like it.
The hero isn't too affected by silencer, so if they're able to
That's fair.
maintain their spacing with this rupture and the axe and the brambles coming out from Willow, then the centaur or the sniper's like kind of protected. But they still have their last pick here that can come out as some sort of counter to the sniper, or they can just let the centaur weaver be the pseudo counters and pick something that'll help them deal with the spacing issues.
I guess that also, you know, the Ember Stormbound makes sense. Nothing can get on top of him, but I mean, they already
the
have
innate
heroes that get on
jump
top of
heroes.
you, though. So it's-
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah. Are we gonna see the? Wait, what are we gonna see? The Kunkka. I like it.
Okay.
That is one of the easiest mid matchups in the game.
He does have a significant damage advantage. We saw Riles was in an unfavorable matchup last game, and he won the lane. This time he's in a very favorable
Yeah.
matchup, so this could be very.
I
one-sided.
predict 39 denies on Kunkka.
5 minutes in.
No, after lane, like 12 minutes. 39.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I want to see if you're right about this.
Yeah, and depending on how you play it, you basically you have kill potential from level 4.
How do we declare the laning phase to be done? Like, what is?
Dude,
the
I
exact
said 12 minutes, so 12:00.
Okay. So
That is
exactly 12
how
minutes,
that is how Dota Buff
Exactly
defines
12
it.
minutes.
Yeah, that is how Dota Buff defines it. So 12 minutes.
I
You
think,
actually
I
wrote
think
it
that
down.
it'll be a little bit less than that, but it'll be in the realm of 30.
So this is 100% like one of the easiest matchups you can get. You know, he shrapnels you early, you don't actually care, you just deny everything. Like, it's not that bad before it's a level 3 shrapnel. Just have more regen and his rile, so you know he's already sending the regen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, can't you just level headshot as well?
Yeah, I mean, you level headshot,
Shot
but...
2, 3.
Oh, do you mean you max headshot? It's like some matchups, you actually go 2-2.
I think if you do that, your mid game will suffer because you want like max shrapnel to just like shut out lanes. You
Yeah,
want
I mean,
take
it's...
aim.
I like 2 points in headshot, because the damage goes up so much. It really helps
Yeah.
you.
So could you see like a headshot shrapnel headshot build come out?
I
And
think it depends on how he's
points
looking.
of shrapnel, then take aim.
I think you could go for that. I don't think he'll do it, but yeah, you can actually do that.
Oh, look at Rouse's inventory there. He put a tangle out of it to fake the ward there. They might think he had a ward there. They weren't paying much attention.
Classic move.
Actually, it's a little too obvious now. Just a little bit.
I mean, he wouldn't still be standing
it's so
there.
much fun doing that in the off lane because you always expect the off laner to just be given the ward. I used to do that all the time. Back
Silencer?
before they made it two lanes all the time.
Silencer gonna place it.
Shaker gets a pretty good ward off, but he's gonna get spotted running out through here.
This Venge
Might
just
notice
wants to see a ward get placed so she can sentry, dude. Okay, they're gonna fight for bottom. There's stun versus stun. No spell in Silencer yet. Okay, 1 for 1.
Bloodseeker's gonna go for the other one, but similarly, Zulfur is gonna get the.
Yeah. He didn't have to
top.
use Shukuchi either, which is pretty important because you don't really have any mana sustain early on here.
Yeah, well, I mean, his first item is gonna be the.
Oh,
Still fighting.
Silencer's dead.
Oh, the stun just off the mark.
Oh, the salve. He can
salving
turn
Is
with
he gonna
Q.
get uphill? He gets uphill.
He can chase her down.
I mean, she's dead, isn't she?
No, he hit. Is that the play?
One more.
I mean-
He's faster, right?
He's faster.
He
the salve
hit!
is gonna come out though. Yeah.
He hit. He would have gotten the stun off if he didn't hit.
Alright, I was really surprised that Venge has only 3 less move speed than Centaur.
Alright, I'd like to point out
surprised.
the CS in mid lane here. Oh, he missed the deny though.
This is still bad, though. This is gonna be bad.
Yeah. So long as he just keeps toggling on the Tidebringer for his denies.
Hey, you didn't do it there. But
You
oh,
get
that
that
was on
bonus
CS. Yeah. You're right. That's I always use that bind. That's the only hero I actually use autocast bind on.
Yeah. It's kind of nice on.
Yeah, you can definitely do it
there's
in
one
other
other
heroes.
hero, but I can't think of
No,
who it
I
is.
mean you can do it on Clinks and Huskar and stuff too.
That guy
Yeah.
Sniper has officially gotten the last hit. He has done it.
He also skilled Shrapnel level 1, which is like just such a big mistake. Before, when it was really strong, you could do it because you could do it the first 4 creep waves, which it was like impossible playing against. But now it's really weak level 1, so you actually don't care about it. Like he's just gonna tank this fully, I think.
You can see he just gets the deny.
Yeah, he just does not care. There's nothing to care about. And he's probably gonna send Regen out right now.
Sniper needs to be aggro pulling these creeps too. Like just so they don't get denied.
Yeah.
He's gonna miss the range creep here, but he's gonna get the melee.
Oh, no headshot proc.
You can't rely on a 40% proc, though. That's impossible.
Yeah. Oh, or else? Oh, that is late shrapnel usage. That would have been a lot more damage if you used it early. Yeah, if you used it earlier, it would have been really good actually.
Yeah, could have gotten a lot of damage out.
Yeah. For sure.
Take
It's,
a look at these other lanes here. Bloodseeker is running around pretty quickly.
Yeah, Riles the mid lane is griefing him.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling. You're laning against some Bloodseeker, and some other lane is losing you the lane.
He's going for a kill mid.
Or yeah. First blood comes out top lane first though.
He's dead.
I mean,
Gets
it's
that last
alright.
attack off. If he didn't get that attack off, he would have had to go for a Tidebringer hit on the creep.
Yep. I do think he's faster, is he not?
I believe Sniper's slower, right?
5. Yeah, he has like 4
Oh, he
move
has a
speed.
haste rune right now.
Yeah, he has slightly more move speed on Kunkka, like 6 or so.
295 to 291.
He has agility. Yeah, 298. There we go.
Oh yeah. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to catch up to him because he was
Probably
hit on
not.
the tail end of the shrapnel.
Yeah.
He definitely could have gone for the Tidebringer on
Yeah.
the creep wave coming up.
That's what I would have done, and I would have missed a kill. Always go for the
No,
stylish
he
play.
got the attack off anyway.
Alright,
So it didn't
will
matter.
we see 2 points in headshot? Nope. Okay. Big game. That means he's not gonna go for the clicks. Okay, bottle coming out for Riles. Pretty standard. You get a bracer first. It's fairly normal.
So on the sidelines, the
Bloodseeker.
bottom lane,
Bloodseeker!
Bloodseeker is just gonna go down.
+2, boys. Can he make it?
Lanes are a disaster right now for.
He can make it more? Dude,
Oh,
he
he's
just
gonna die
extended
from
it.
the Arcane Curse
Hit
damage.
him! Hit him! Hit him!
Oh.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
it.
he got it.
Yeah, he still gets it.
+2.
Yep. As long as he gets the last damage tick, Silencer always gets it.
Hello.
Doesn't matter where you die.
You're a trusty mate.
Yeah, and that's a TP wasted, so Venge actually has a run back, so they can pressure this Bloodseeker a lot.
Yeah.
He got
I don't think Crucial Taunt is feeling very good in this game right now.
Let's be real here. This game actually is kind of over already.
It's a 2-level advantage mid, so... Oh, there's the
Miles
invis
going
usage.
for a play with the invis, but it was scouted out by the Obsword before it's dying in about 15.
It's not the
here.
easiest kill even with the bow. You might need... Hey, he's gonna go for it. He's not gonna go for the kill, okay.
Yeah, he
It-
kind of
it-
messed up on that
yeah,
tower
he-
usage. Oh, he got the slow off. He's running in now.
Oh,
He's
he
got more
branch!
speed down because of the boots. Oh,
I called
he
it!
got the Quelling Blade, but he didn't get it off in time.
Those
Oh,
move speed advantage. He's eventually gonna catch him.
yeah, he could have run up in the trees.
Oh, the creeps, he didn't attack off it.
Oof.
Alright.
Oh no! You have the quelling blade as
There's
well.
the
How is he
question mark?
question marking?
Question mark.
How do you lose Landa Harding question mark?
I-
You have no right to be
No,
him,
you,
dude. Come
dude,
on
you.
now.
He has
That's
the question
impossible.
mark. That's the only way he can salvage his lane.
It's literally impossible lane. You can't flame him for losing the lane. It's an impossible lane. It's actually impossible. Like, you don't understand how impossible that lane is. More +2s in the bottom
We're
lane.
gonna get another kill. The Bloodseeker running away.
I would 100% question mark that play too, by the way.
You're an ass, dude.
I love banter.
response,
I
dude.
Well,
live for the
nobody said
banter.
no all yet, so.
Exactly. I said no all in Europe, but it led to more banter. It was pretty funny. Bloodseeker should be pretty strong right now. Oh, he didn't buy Aquila. He has boots, gloves of haste, so that's cool.
Yeah, it makes CSing a lot harder. And fighting. And spamming out your spells.
Uh,
I also, usually, Bloodseekers have been doing QW as their spells. They haven't been getting Thirst until 3-4-5, right? On the sideline, at least.
I haven't seen too much sideline, so can't speak for that. I usually play mid.
I was just off of TI.
Oh,
Riles
Rob's
getting
not
the
playing.
haste rune. Yeah, running top.
Easy kill secure. Gets the last hit as well.
Doesn't let a Shaker get the last hit to purge
Bottom
battle
lane?
hunger.
Nah, he has a
Silencer's
shrine.
very
Dude.
low.
Silencer's dead. He reapplied Arcane Curse to himself on the Bloodseeker.
That's a
But
decent
this is
amount.
a lot of heroes down here.
Is he gonna? Alright, he goes for the kill. I can respect that. I can respect that. He knows he's dead, so.
Yeah.
But then, you know,
Did you
Bloodseeker.
get the damage off with that before Blood Rage ended?
I'm not sure.
I didn't notice either. I think if he didn't, then he would have gotten the kill with it.
Also, I think this is one of the heroes that is really good with Willow, the Kunkka hero. Dude,
Yeah.
General magic community is good too. You know, Juggernaut, Nyx, but those heroes aren't really meta right now.
yeah, because the thing is, like, this hero she just builds, you know, she builds like mobility. She doesn't build any HP whatsoever. She's always easy to kill. Like, as soon as you catch her, you're always gonna kill her. And you have so much strength gain on this hero.
Goodbye, bench.
So tanky. Never gonna feed.
Yeah.
+2.
+2.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're PMA and not saying -2.
Now we're, you know, oh, mid lane. He has raindrops though, so he's not gonna take too much damage.
That's a lot of damage still.
Yeah, he got the Tidebringer hit too. That's why. Tidebringer hit is a fuck ton of damage. I can't
Sniper's
believe
dead,
they buffed it so hard. It's actually
It's not
insane.
it. It's 9 HP on Sniper.
He's fine, dude.
He has nowhere to go.
He's fine, dude. He's
He's
fine.
waiting for the silencer to get zoned.
He's fine, dude.
Squeezer's diving.
He's fine. Bramble. Oh,
Yeah, he got it.
what? Was that Monkey King?
Jesus.
That was
Maybe.
Monkey King, right?
Yeah, ranged attack seems good.
Yeah.
By the way, they patched ranged melee attacks out of the game.
I don't think so.
Haha.
I think they're back.
No, the 400 range ones are misses now. Is how they got rid of it.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, that was more of like a 290, 300-ish, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to be the miss.
Yeah.
Still enough that it's bullshit. There could be an entire.
Yeah,
hero
but
between
shouldn't
there.
Monkey
Bottom
King be
lane.
getting that a lot then? Or fairly
I
often?
don't know if Monkey King's affected by that.
Okay.
Bottom lane, they killed the
No,
Bloodseeker,
no
they're
TP, no
gonna
Shadow
stand
Realm.
fucking Willow. She doesn't have enough mana for anything, so
Oh.
they eventually spot her out.
Back so soon.
That X was kind of.
He didn't want to
interesting.
use the Tauren, I think. Oh, there we go anyway. Axar steals it.
But you
And
X
decides to feed the top. Oh, the bottle!
Oh,
the
good
bottle. It's enough.
Are you?
You X into Hoof Stomp though.
Ah, but that's also mana wasted.
No, it isn't. I'm sure the play isn't to use X marks then immediately pop it, regardless. He's running out of middle.
Clearly, you're not a
Shadow moves
Kunkka
way slow,
player.
it's gonna be
You
enough to prevent him from getting it.
don't understand the mana struggle.
Oh,
In the
two-hero call
spawn?
on top lane, and there's Avenge, but Axe too afraid to stand and get hit and go for counter heal.
Bog down. All 4 bounties to Dire. also. Oh, sniper rotations. He's level 6, ready to go. Here goes the ulti. Big damage on the Tranquil Boots Earthshaker.
Meanwhile, the Bloodseeker is
Bloodseeker's
super
there.
dead
He's
bottom.
Blood Rage right now.
Look at all that damage. Bloodseeker actually pops 3 spells while under Arcane Curse.
If he kills him, you can't steal like he was. This is Blood Rage, right? Or maybe there was no Blood Rage. He wouldn't have healed. Faker, but it's 6. Do they have the tome? I feel like they haven't used the tome. Yeah, Silencer bought it. I think I would give the tome to Shaker here. Silencer's pretty fine on levels. He's about to hit 6 anyway.
They want to give space to Shaker anyway so that he can get his Blink Dagger up, so.
Itself for fighting top
I
lane.
think it's fine to give it to Silencer and then have Silencer like running
That
around
should be
fighting.
dead, right?
So
Yeah,
we'll kill for Sulfur. He did use his time lapse, so he can't really go for more.
He also doesn't have any HP regen, so. No bottle, no nothing, just a single Tango is not going to be enough. He's going to be forced to TP back.
Oh, Shrapnel mid lane. Big place.
Stampede comes out because they're going for the kill on bottom, however.
Nothing to cleave off of, but yeah, there's just no getting away from
Venge
Kunkka.
TP's in and immediately feeds 2 intelligence.
Yeah. He's a pretty smart man.
They also used a sentry ward underneath the tier 1 tower on Willow. Hawk's maybe not familiar with the exact mechanics of Shadow Realm.
So Riles went for the armlet again this game. It sort of makes sense versus Bloodseeker, especially. Some people
The
anyway.
item's like super valuable on Kunkka as well, since every armlet toggle during Ghost Ship is going to give you 1000 HP.
I don't
A
think.
lot of HP.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you mean with the damage rate? Yeah, makes
With Ram,
sense.
with Ram, yeah.
But the thing is, though, it doesn't. I don't think it's affected by the tick after.
No, but if you get down to like,
I mean,
20
that's even more value that it doesn't get reduced, you know, or well,
Oh,
it
I mean,
doesn't
you can
tick
just
after.
keep armor toggling at that point. Willow gonna get caught out in the jungle.
Yeah, but
More intelligence for the Silencer, who's sitting at 14.
Shrapnel.
Stampede is on cooldown for a little bit, but Venge is gonna stay in range.
the Shrapnel cut off the retreat here.
They're gonna get the kill. Earthshaker isn't on the back line alone.
Alright.
He's gonna commit the dunk.
I can dig it.
Kill.
Roth's gonna go for another kill.
And they're gonna have more stuns coming out from the Shaker as well.
He's pretty fast. Oh, stop for a blood right. Axe is here to save the day.
He's walking in. He's an Axe with no items. He's rushing the Blink Dagger really hard. He hasn't even gone Tranquil Boots.
I can see the logic behind it. They can deal a lot of damage if they get the call. So
I mean, if you're gonna Crucial Taunt is really not believing this.
That's the move.
no, he's asking the enemy team if they're ready to call the game. He's gonna win.
I see,
So
I see.
yeah. He's like, this game's over. We won. GG. Go next. Actually, there's no next.
Ah, getting last on towers removes battle hunger. I didn't know that.
Yep. It also gets you other effects that are on kill, like Necrophos. You get the creep HP regen tick.
Hey, Willow's dead again.
Riles? Riles? Hello? Are you blind? And global was
No,
good
he
though.
doesn't care, man. He just wants to kill the
He
sniper.
would have died if there was no global.
He has global though, so
You're right. You're right. I maybe he wouldn't have died actually because
he's got the armlet as well. Yeah.
he's pretty tanky and he bolted himself, so probably wouldn't have died. All right, Silencer gonna find this Bloodseeker just jungling right next to him.
Well, living that
Leave me
situation.
alone. I just want this farm.
Exactly.
Oh,
And they get the kill on
dagger.
the Weaver with the Blink Dagger reveal.
yep. I mean he has 900 HP, so
Yeah, he
great.
gets the Tranquil Boots now.
Easy Selfer. That's how Vinyl feels as well, I believe.
Sniper getting the deny on mid
Oh,
tower.
bottom is dead again. He's
However,
blood
bottom
rage.
lane-
Let's look at the damage with the blood rage. Not too impressive. He might have worn off, I guess. Oh, he steals the kill, but he gets the +2. Who cares?
Riles stopped even going for it.
No,
just
he
like,
was
"Nice
going
armor,
for the
has this."
cleave. He was cleaving it.
Was he?
Yeah, he was lining it up with the creep wave.
Zelfer going really far forward. Gonna have to commit the time lapse just to reposition himself.
Shadowblade coming up for Riles next.
How do you guys feel about this Lincoln's rush on Weaver?
Doesn't want to feed the Bloodseeker. It's like what we talked about, but I mean Selfer, he's not known for his high brain capacity.
I don't know. He's gonna be like the axe is gonna be able to kill him anytime he blink.
Yes,
him.
I agree.
Blade mill.
He
Stampede
wants to
comes out.
go on
Willow-
Riles, but he's gonna get silenced.
Yeah, Willow has casted all of her spells with
Really
Arcane
bad
Curse, and is just
terrorize.
gonna die to that.
It's a really bad terrorize too. Right? Was that terrorize actually? It was.
Yeah, he terrorized.
Not so safe
Yeah.
harbor, eh?
Like
So,
this is where they
kill.
needed the Bloodseeker earlier, so you could just go in and rupture someone. But if he was there, like, and got the rupture up, they could actually do something probably. He's going Yules first. I'm not sold.
Yeah,
Alright.
sold. That's the M-John build, man. You'll save for lens.
I mean, I don't mind Yules as an item on him, but it's like okay versus Kunkka. Like I understand that, but you could also, if you get Axe, just blood right yourself and use a blade mail, which is also a cheaper item.
That's true. Riles is he's got the Shadow Blade. He uses it to just engage.
Alright, dead. Nice kill.
Just enough damage to kill. He didn't even use a boat there. Just a couple of Tidebringer hits and X-Torrent.
I think it's
Off lane, they are engaged onto Scoozer.
Axe
Get the kill.
down to side.
oh, he doesn't have the quelling but in his inventory.
He actually has no
Silence.
fingers.
But you can see these kills that the Radiant are getting are on their side of the map, and the kills that Dire are getting are also on the Radiant side of the map.
Yeah.
So, like, the lane is here, lane is here, lane is here.
Alright, another kill for us here, possibly? Aye, he's
Just
back
thinking
out.
about, they put down the sentry, swap back in.
Oh no.
That's not the synergy we
Axe
were looking
points
for,
forward.
but it is gonna
They
work.
just barely get him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Axe steals it. The sniper needed that kill.
this gets Axe closer to the blade mail so that he can just get solo kills.
That's true. He does solo kill the Weaver. He might actually solo kill. What's this terrorize? That's a 2-minute
He
cooldown.
missed.
No, a 100-second cooldown. Sorry,
He missed
I thought
it.
it was 120. Yeah, but why? What would it do if he hit it?
If he hits it on the heroes and they run into the brambles, then the rest of his team coming in actually does something.
I think it was not the synergy though, because he sort of fucked
Well,
it up.
the Axe should be like looking to go in first, but they went on the other thing.
yeah.
It was just like kind of a trying to relieve pressure on the tower terrorize.
There is a dagger on the shaker, by the way.
His team is very far ahead, so
Invisibility.
Yeah, it's
they're
a.
kind of just like every hero in the Dire lineup kind of has the items that they need to be online, aside from the Weaver.
All right, here's a dead axe. Oh, he misses the clear.
This
Oh,
is,
the-
yep, but
yeah.
blink out after the uses call for the bonus armor, but there's no physical damage coming into him during it.
Oh, the cleave. Oh, he missed the cleave again, but he has X, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Armor's gonna drop. And a kill. There's snipers here, by the way.
Snipers here, they have the Willow's
Shaker's
gonna be able
gonna
to kill the
feed.
Shaker as
Oh,
well.
Central goes in. No shrapnel though. Where's the Bloodseeker? Oh,
Meanwhile, the
and run away.
Bloodseeker is trying to run at some heroes, but then realized he was weaker.
Uh.
He's just gonna go down 26 intelligence on the silencer.
And you feel so strong, like you start getting those thirst attacks, you just feel so strong, and then he realizes that he actually doesn't have anything. Fuck.
He's just like running at the enemy team. He's like, I got so much thirst, and then he's like, oh wait, my team is killing the Earthshaker on the back lines.
Such is life.
You know, sometimes you're the hunter, and sometimes you're just hunted all game long.
I mean, he's trying to hunt. It's
Oh.
just, he's a failed hunter right now.
Okay, I need
It's like
this
being a
sniper.
lion
Really
around
important
humans.
to know
So
whether
sharp.
he's the predator or the prey, you know?
Yo, sniper's about to come online with a maelstrom.
This entire situation, this is a metaphor for what happened with humans and other predators, right? Because there was always apex predators like the Bloodseeker, and they would sit in their own environment and do well. And the humans, they came in and they forced the Bloodseeker out.
All right, top lane in strength threats. No strength threats.
He
But
heals off the creep wave.
Baker coming in. Almost killed the silencer. Central is gonna help out. They still have global, by the way. Yeah, there we go.
Pops it there. Silencer's.
Baker's gonna
probably,
feed.
Oh,
Baker fed.
the illusion gets the kill on the silencer.
X onto the axe.
Baker goes
He
down,
can
but
he
they're
can
all
cleave
just
this
running
too.
backwards. Centaur has the blink stomp.
Shrapnel, really good
Blinks
shrapnel.
in, he's completely off the mark. Gonna commit the stomp to the
He has
Willow. He's
ulti.
gonna get cleaved down.
He armor toggles it. All right, he's good.
Yeah. Centaur continuing to run at the sniper. He doesn't have mana for a stomp, so.
Okay. I mean, I think he'd kill himself before he killed his son.
Meanwhile, Zelford killing bottom tier 3 tower.
This is why he bought a Lincoln, so he can apply pressure in a different lane.
Yeah, so he can attack the buildings. He's got plus 13 to all stats.
Did go for mana break, and he's going for defusal. That's a lot of mana break.
This is what you see most Weavers going for.
That is more than
the 7
anti-mage.
strength isn't better than the
Why aren't we
Reason
seeing?
it's so much XP gain.
Why aren't we seeing Weavers do this build and go for the Manta style?
It's a range hero gets less mana burn.
Yeah, but the Mirana does it.
Mirana's also a Mirana. Mirana's a weird hero.
Mirana doesn't need anything other than like the bottle for HP regen and that. I guess
Oh.
Weaver doesn't really need it,
They're definitely using everything for these kills, but they did get the kill. Fighting torch.
Willow is going to survive here with the Terrorize.
Was watching the game.
He's referring to the Buccaneers Steelers game. I think the Steelers are still winning.
But yep, I mean, they're showing some signs of life, but they are using literally everything for these kills.
It's also a 17k gold lead, so
Yep, I
the
mean,
kills are quite valuable. That was 400 gold for the Centaur.
all right. So Yules is up on the Bloodseeker. No.
Oh no.
No.
Oops.
He sees it too. Like he.
My lord.
How long
Maybe
has
he
he
didn't
shown?
click on it.
How long has he shown bottom with that?
Riles. Oh, Riles is in. He doesn't have boat up yet.
You gonna get brambled? Oh, he's. Oh,
Nope.
the
Global
global.
comes out. He is brambled. Oh, he's so low. The
Yeah?
thirst vision there.
Oh, he's just going, dude.
Yeah, Bloodseeker's gonna chase down some heroes. Zelfer gets a couple of kills.
Oh, that's
On the
a good
backline there.
Yules. That's a good Yules. He's still strong. Just
Bloodseeker,
just
yeah,
run.
he's
Just run.
really fast.
You're faster. No, you're not faster
He's
anymore.
not faster.
Deny.
Not
No,
able
no,
to run.
man.
Double edge.
There's a blade mill for the axe now, so it's time for some slays. But now suddenly Weaver's actually tanky because he's got so many levels with the XP talent, and yeah, and he has a
I mean,
defusal now.
If they didn't lead that fight off with Rupture onto the Lincolns, then I mean it could have gone pretty well for Radiant.
It's actually super annoying, by the way, to play axe.
They get the
versus
call off. He
Weaver.
didn't get the blade mail because of the stun coming out.
Yeah, and look at all the mana burn too that he does now. It's actually really hard to play axe against it.
Zelfer ran back
Could be
in.
fine.
Yeah, it's really annoying as Axe getting some mana burn hero against you because you want them attacking you, but then you lose all your mana, and you don't have that many good like counter plays to it. You can go BKB, which will negate the mana burn. You can get like a ton of charges on your wand, and then use your wand to get your mana back up.
Hey, Radiant, they're empowered. They're smoking up apparently.
I
I think.
I mean, they're maintaining 17k goal lead here. Like you
They
can
spot
see.
out Riles, but
Plateau.
he's got the Shadow Blade. They
He's
don't have
dead.
any detect.
He's dead, dude. Just kill him.
They have one sentry on the
They have a
Bloodseeker. He has to
sentry.
put it down. He didn't know that they had the.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he gets it.
He's mega dead, dude. Just
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
he's
The boat
so
buff
dead.
didn't come out onto him.
Look, you know, in those situations, you have to turn around and cast the boat, and then turn around and run into the boat.
You have to throw the boat out a lot further too. You need to just like throw it out at where the like ranged heroes are attacking you from.
Yeah,
so
it's
that it runs over you quicker.
yeah, it's pretty annoying because you don't really think about it. You just throw it out like in the direction you're running, right?
Yeah, you kind of you throw it out so
Oh,
that it's gonna
sniper's
like hit
dead.
heroes, but then
Sniper's
it's not gonna land
omega
on them in
dead.
time. Yep. There's a big taunt coming out onto the centaur.
Yeah. Good
Rupture
terrorize
follow
use
up.
too.
Yeah, Shaker is here. He has Echo available, but no mana for it. He has no mana for Fissure either.
Oh, Soul Ring's up soon.
Zilfer gets hit by the stun. He's underneath tower right now. Axe not able to get the call off due to the arcane curse.
His mana ring is
Kicking
actually
away
really
Flight
good with
Dagger.
the 15 talent. I haven't thought about that. It actually solves like all your problems with Axe. You usually run into mana problems in the mid game, but this 15 talent is really good.
Yeah, the other thing it lets you do is it lets you use call to kill creep waves, which you don't need to do all the time if there's like an enemy hero on the map, so you can run into the creep wave, right click them from across the map, and then press your H key so that you're not running away from the creep wave.
Yeah, I
And then
see
you're
a
able to
lot
use
of
calls off
people
that way.
not know about that, and then I asked them why they used call, and they said, and they always just say that it's for some other reason. You know, it's like they know about it, but they're like too lazy to click someone. There's a Dagon on Venge,
Well,
by the way.
it's not always viable. Yeah, they're looking for this Venge kill. Riles isn't using his armlet or his Shadowblade to get into range.
Pretty weak initiation from the Shaker here, but he's gonna get the kill.
Yeah.
And
It's
Bug
giving them
is
time
still
to
on
respond,
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker with the self
Oh
heals.
no, no,
Rupture gets the kill on the Shaker.
no. It's not the
Or
Rupture
in for the
target.
Silencer, who's at 38 stolen intelligence.
He's not
That's a
15
lot
yet.
of intelligence.
Do you think we're gonna see the 15 talent? I want to see the
That's a
15
lot of
talent.
GPM though. That's a lot of GPM.
Oh, there's a heart on Kunkka. Huh. That's
Yeah, this Kunkka's armlet is not active, and he's got 4,300 HP, which is doubled if he's got the Ghost Shift rum. Blink Call is pretty good. It's on to
no blade
three
mail.
heroes.
He did
But
blade
no
mail.
blade mail active.
He did.
Means he's not
no.
kill on the Weaver.
What a disaster.
Oh no.
Oh, decent fear.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to put any.
Will he
damage out.
use blade mail? He used blade mail now, dude. Got
He
it.
used blade mail, but the call
He's
didn't hit
detected.
him.
Just chase him. Just kill him, lol. The heart.
He's got the armlet toggle.
He's still alive.
Axe to chase it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just the armlet toggle, lol.
The armlet, just armlet toggle.
Self
Willow
res-
uses more spells under the
Self-res
arcane
Omen.
curse. Is gonna die to it. He did take the insteel talent. Echo Slam used on the Willow gets the kill, and Willow loses 4 intelligence.
Axe died back. He has 50 stolen.
50 stolen it.
Man.
Oh no, the Axe not using blade mail on that first call.
Yeah.
So important. That was a 3-man call. He would have just killed the Weaver outright.
Isn't that a 4-man? That's
I-
still a
I,
good call,
I don't
right?
think he hit the silencer on the very edge. Silencer was just rooted.
He was just hitting.
I think he was just hitting him.
I
Maybe.
assumed
He
when
was,
he was
like, on the
hitting him,
very
he was
edge of
called,
it.
to be honest. Assumed.
Don't assume too much about this game, sir.
It's RD2L. Anything can happen.
Sounds there. He has more stolen intelligence than the CIA, dude. He's crazy right now.
I'm seeing more from Love's Dota though.
If you look at the Venge right now, she's got a Dagon, and with that Dagon, she's got 483 total mana.
Why does Venge have a Dagon, dude?
I don't know. Bloodseeker also, he's got a Yules. He's sitting at under 700 mana.
I just don't understand this game right now.
You know,
Yeah,
Willow's
like,
also
I'm
gonna have
just-
Yules. Sniper Shadowblade? Online?
Alright, this is gonna be interesting.
How do you guys feel about Sniper going for the damage instead of the cooldown reduction? I think people have just been going for the cooldown reduction because it's so much.
I go damage if I go treads. If I do treads Mask Madness, then I go damage.
Have you done the
I've done the Midas build.
Treads,
Not the Necro build.
Midas?
Not the Necro build.
Don't you go minus into Necro when you do that build?
What?
What?
The Midas Necro, right?
Yeah, Midas Necro.
Yeah, I have not done that build. But I have done the Midas, and then you Do you get the shrapnel talent with that? Because I think it's pretty good.
Wait a minute.
I think no. I think you go for the attack speed still.
Do you guys watch Venge and Silencer? They just walk by each other.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. I don't know. Dire was just roshing, so they like couldn't respond to it really.
I think Riles wants this game to end. Oh, he bought a BKB on Zelfer.
I like that.
Hiding. Hey,
It's a very
obviously.
defensive build from Zelfer,
Yeah.
and it doesn't prevent him from dying to the axe blink call blade mill still.
Yeah, but he
He's trying to push this tower, but
he might be in some
might just
trouble.
die
He
to both
obviously.
supports here.
Oh, it clicks right here. There's no buyback because he used it. Oh, can he buy it before he dies? Oh,
Gets the blink off.
No. He survived. The late
There's
vision.
Shaker Fish is the
Meanwhile-
right spot, but he
Meanwhile,
goes
mid
for
lane,
late.
they just don't care.
Meanwhile, mid lane. I mean, if they can engage on them here now, it's.
I would
It's
I would just
dire
rupture
side
that
here.
guy.
I think Axos scares
Oh,
dude.
oh, yeah, that's a good
Blink.
call.
Oh, they get the kill onto the Aegis.
Riles doesn't care. Like, this is where you need the blade mill on Kunkka. He's ruptured, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's got 5k HP, so.
Oh. Zelfer's gonna go for it. Nice call. Can they drop him with that? Aw, he died too fast. Oh, nice Yules.
He
That was
also didn't have
perfect.
the blade mill active again. It was still on cooldown. Below buying back. Bloodseeker is gonna go down, however. Terrorize comes out.
No
Global comes
buybacks.
out in response.
Killed the bug.
Yeah.
Looks like we might have.
They've got the Dagon back up, so
That's true.
maybe they could break Lincoln's with the Cursed Crown into like a stun swap with Assassinate in the air and get the Dagon off.
Sounds like a lot of burst. No Dagon, the mana burn.
No, he's out of mana.
Doesn't have the mana.
He's gonna die though.
Too much mana
He
burn
died.
and too little intelligence.
You see his Selfer panic right there? If he actually just stood his ground and used ulti, he would have lived, but he ran into a bramble and just died.
No, that's unfortunate. X marks comes out onto the sniper, however, there's no detection.
No shrapnel. If he had the CDR.
If he had the CDR, if only. Crucial taunt.
Alright,
Taunting.
it's over. We're free.
Yeah, there's.
Oh,
there's
this is
the call.
GG has been called. You are correct.
I've been
sir.
like super nauseous for the last hour, wondering when the series is gonna end.
It's
all been spared.
was it close game 2 here, of course. What
Interesting description, but sure.
Yeah. What's your guys' takes on these two teams here?
It seems like Guppy Crew might disband.
This is a good chance.
Very close game.
Alright. I think I
Also, I don't know if this is a good way to say that the Riles team is, too stacked with the Zelfer Legend 5. pickup.
okay, he went like first pick, third round, right? So every team had 2 chances to pick Zelvar and they didn't. So it's hard to say.
The issue is that later on they got better picks because they got Zelfer, who is a former Divine 1, who was drafted as a Legend 5.
Didn't they pick him third round, or was it a second round pick?
They picked him third round. They picked Axos first, I think.
Yeah, that means every team had 2 chances to pick Zelvar.
But
Maybe they
you're
didn't know
blaming
he
the
was on
other
sheet
teams.
because he was so low.
It's the captain's fault, man.
I mean, if the players should be adjusted, you should still be adjusted. Which the head admin has admitted that he should have been.
Wasn't adjusted.
Yeah, the head admin admitted that he should have been adjusted as well. So I tell you, actually said that in the suggestion chat, I believe. And it was a fuck up.
I think I remember
Yeah,
seeing that
it was.
as well.
Yeah, it was basically a fuck up at the EST-Monday Adjustment Bureau.
Oh no, Mikkel, you didn't advertise the stream. Potato did it for you.
Yeah, I had it typed out. I was waiting for the delay to to go out.
Oh, and Potato typed it up before then?
Yes, because I started it without delay first, and I think he saw it then, but then I restarted with delay. So. But yeah, do you guys have any final words?
I don't even like this. I hope next week's series is a bit more competitive than this week's series. hopefully I'm feeling better next week as well, so I can start saying more words effectively.
Hopefully, we get the SSD power rankings that give us a close game to watch.
That'd be nice, yes.
Yeah, we'll try to get maybe like the highest, the highest ranked teams playing each other. I guess we'll dodge Rile's team though. We cast them this week. We'll see if we can get a different team to cast next week. All right, thanks everyone for joining us and watching this exquisite matchup that we had for you guys tonight, and I hope to see you guys back next week.